we're going to talk about something that it's affecting us as a city, state, and even as a country. There's something going on in Texas today, brother, that, man, to me, I was talking to my wife about it the last couple of days. I think it's going to turn into a civil war. Our governor, DeSantis, has decided that him along with a dozen other Republican governors have decided to send National Guard units to Texas, to the border, to Eagle Pass. And this is to prevent the crossings, as they say it, but they're also preventing Border Patrol agents from entering that area. So now you're preventing federal troops from entering Texas into Eagle Pass. You're going to bring in National Guardsmen who are part of the United States military to now tell these federal troops that, hey, you can't come in here. You're not allowed. What Biden is trying to tell them to do is to go in there and take these fences down. Texas is saying, fuck you. We're going to do what we feel like doing, and we don't care. DeSantis has listened, heard him, along with a few dozen.
Heard the Texas governor.
The Texas Governor Abbott has decided that he's going to put up these barbed wire fences around Eagle Pass and not allow immigrants to cross the border, which is understandable, but also not to allow our border patrols to get into this area to see what's going on. So to me, it
sounds suspect.
Very much so. And now we're sending, first of all, not to be an asshole, but you're taking funding from Florida. You're sending our National Guard down there. They have to be fed. They have to be paid. They have to be housed. Money that we as a state have to now fund. Why are we funding something for another state that, right, wrong, otherwise, it's none of our fucking business? Let's be for real. It's really not any of our business. What do you have to say about this, Marcus? What do you feel?
For a governor that on some situation he keeps saying, "Oh, let's just mind our own business, do our own thing. Why do we care about so and so?"
Thank you.
But then on the other hand, like you said, he's sending Florida resources over to another state to assist them with their own problem. When he's been touting, we need to help Florida deal with Florida problems. He's keep touting, oh, why are we sending this and this and that? Why are we wasting all this money when he's literally doing that right now?
Thank you. I agree 100%.
Like you said, like guarding the border and preventing illegal trespassing is completely understandable. But if you're preventing border patrol people from going in and actually doing their job, assessing the situation, that sounds suspect.
Very much.
What are you doing?
What are you hiding?
What's the governor of Texas doing? I understand there's been a lot of stories going around that there's been a lot of misconduct, a lot of suspicious circumstances surrounding Border Patrol officials and Texas state officials with the immigrants that have been coming across. So the more that I hear about this situation, the more it sounds pretty suspect.
I agree with you 100%, bro. But here's my biggest fear. You're now we're starting a civil war because we're pitting the North against the South once again. Because now you're telling federal troops, you can't come in. Whether it's Border Patrol. Now, what's the next thing they're going to send? They're going to send National Guard, or they're going to send armed forces down there. Now, you got National Guard that's already there armed. Now, you got two forces that's going to clash that has arms. Someone's going to shoot. Let's be for real. Someone's going to pull a trigger, and now all of a sudden, you got a war, a civil war.
I don't think it's going to get that out of hand per se, because it's not necessarily North versus South, because Border Patrol is just Border Patrol. It's just Texas just trying to be Texas and just trying to do their own thing. And Florida, I think it's just DeSantis being personally. I think DeSantis just doing a hissy fit because he had to pull out. He had to pull out of the race, the presidential race, for some sort of situation. And then now he wants to
his dumb ass wasn't going to win.
And now he wants to do all this stuff to make himself seem legitimate. Like, personally, I think he just needs to focus on just governing Florida, taking
Right.
taking control and putting what's important in perspective, like the roads, the crime, the taxes. Why am I getting charged multiple times on the Sun Pass on the Turnpike when we don't? When I've never had this problem before.
Exactly.
Like important issues regarding Florida. Why are we as Floridians caring about Texas? I understand if DeSantis was like president or running for president and needed a running mate, but he's done. He's
Right.
done. Leave Texas alone. Focus on what you got to do. Like, you're a governor of Florida. Please focus on Florida. There might be a couple of people, a number of people that might not agree with him being governor, but he has a job to do. And he got to focus on the state that put him in that job. I do agree that it's going to cause violence between the southern military, the southern militia, Texas militia, as well as the Florida militia or troops, I would say. But like most of them, I would say have enough common sense to realize like don't shoot each other. And even if they have like a not misunderstanding, but a different perspective on what they're doing and their responsibilities, like they're the main reason why both of these people are down here, both of the groups are down there, is to prevent illegal crossings. That's the main responsibility at hand. If they can't focus on something that's simple, then there's something more important going on.
Here's the problem, and here's why I see it's going to become an issue, because it's become a political thing. Because Abbott has now drawn DeSantis in. DeSantis has now drawn in. They're saying up to 25 Republican governors are going to send, up even Alaska is going to send National Guardsmen down to Texas to prevent this from happening, to prevent federal Border Patrol agents going in, prevent anyone besides themselves going into this area. So what's going on? Again, it seems very suspect, but you're putting this many troops into one place, and now you're going to bring federal troops into this area.
Yeah,
bro, the country, like, there's not enough shit going on in the world that we now got to start shit in our own backyard.
can I say something?
Yeah, please.
I think personally, this is just something that they just wanted to make an argument about, because this is honestly like a real non-issue. I feel like it's either A, something to put up in the news to cover up something more shady going on,
Right.
or B, they had nothing to argue about, so they wanted to pull up some bullshit to argue about. The closer we get to an election, the more bullshit always comes up. Always comes up. There's always something to argue about. There's always something to complain about. It happens every single time. So this is just having something that Republicans can go against Democrats about whenever they're going to go argue at the debates. Like it's bullshit. It's bullshit news, and it's so depressing and disappointing that states have a weak mind and such a fragile ego that they got to do this and now really focus on the real pressing matters at hand.
Let me give you an idea. I'm just looking it up. Here's a few of the states that are sending troops to this country, to this state: Arkansas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Virginia, West Virginia, South Dakota. There's certain Arkansas is sending up to 100 troops. We have dedicated 1,000. So that shows you how much more DeSantis is like trying to either wave his flag.
Either one up, trying to sell his importance, or I don't know, man. He seems like a kid that wants attention. Because the first time I heard about him was when he wanted to be Trump's buddy.
Yes.
And then now, like, he wanted to be Trump's enemy, getting
Yes.
the election to be president, and then now he's doing all this extra stuff. I don't know, man. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No. You're absolutely right. You were 1,000% right. That's just, he's like a big kid trying to get his little piece of candy. He wants to be the bully on the block. So he wants to show everybody else, look at me. Oh, my God. I'll beat your ass. So we're going to just say thank you. We appreciate your time. Have a wonderful afternoon, and we look forward to seeing you all next week. Marcus?
Thank you for joining us, everyone. Have a great great week, and we'll see you again next time.
Ciao, people. Ciao.